nail that one.
That's going to be 18 points for Shaq Dance. 70-64. Mr. Dance is doing his thing this afternoon. Now it's time for the likes of Milligan.
Both shots were good at the free throw line by Shaq Dance, so it's actually 70-65. A 5-point game. And they're going to turn the ball back over to the Thoroughbreds here. They might be making a 70-65. Yes, he did. All right, here we go.
And Milligan almost tips the ball away, and he does, but it's going to be out of bounds against the Firebirds. No, are they going to give it
to the Firebirds?
Oh, look at that.
Firebirds basketball. You need these things. That's what we're talking about, Trey.
Absolutely.
These mistakes, these mulligans, these things that are gifts to the Firebirds by mistakes on the Thoroughbreds, you got to capitalize on.
5-point game, 7:35. Long pass over to McCoy. He's going to be picked up by number 7 in Crawford. Starts left, goes right, cuts back left, goes inside, and it's going to be taken away. And it's going to be out of bounds, though, against Crawford of Owensboro. So it will be remaining Firebirds basketball.
Yes, sir. And they're getting out of the cellar. They were down by 10. Now they're only down by 5.
7:27 here in the third quarter. Shaq Dance is down low, goes up against number 9 and hitting, and he puts it in. He makes something happen once again.
Good job.
20 points.
181 forward, puts it in there. You said 20 points on Shaq?
Shaq Dance.
How about that?
70-67, 7:13 remaining here in this third quarter. Turner gets past the double defender, gets it outside, partially tipped, almost goes in, but Milligan has the defensive rebound. That's his third of the day. He decides to take it and give it over to Aaron Baker. He puts it up, and it's good.
Slams it in, Aaron Baker. What a job. No, that was actually number 3. That was Matthew McLean that put it in, the 6'6", 199 forward. He slammed it in there. And McLean, good job. And it is now a 1-point lead. Thoroughbreds 70-69, Trey, as we got a timeout by the Owensboro Thoroughbreds by Coach Mark Anderson. Radio timeout. We'll be back on CRN.
The Raleigh Firebirds are brought to you by Symmetry Financial, Chick-fil-A, Roofwise, York, Gerber, and North Carolina Biotechnology Center, Sinclair Broadcast Group, Scott Free, in loving memory of Scott Gruder, Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, and Kitty Care Academy.
The Basketball League, formerly the NAPB, is dedicated to delivering a world-class professional basketball experience to our community, our fans, and business partners. The Basketball League, where the spirit of the game lives. The following is a presentation of the CRN Sports Network, solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission without the express written consent of the Raleigh Firebirds and CRN Sports Network and the Basketball League is restricted and prohibited. Follow us online at crnsports.org.
Welcome back to live coverage here in Owensboro, Kentucky. Trace 9 Wesley Allen here at Owensboro Sports Center.
Getting good, Trey.
That's right.
Super Bowl Sunday.
70-69 is your score with only 6:58 remaining here in the third quarter. Turner for the Thoroughbreds has the basketball, goes up against Milligan. Burrell is pick move. He gets it outside over to number 7 in Crawford for the 3, and it's taken away by McLean. He gives it over to Shaq Dance, goes up against Turner, and the side, and just like that, Shaq Dance makes it a 1-point lead in favor of the Firebirds.
New leaders, Raleigh, 71-70, and now the Thoroughbreds will bring it back inbound.
Turner brings it up the left-hand side, picked up by Milligan, hard. Off the bounced off of number 10 in Burwell did Milligan. Turner gets the basketball, brings it to the right-hand side. Step-up move, and it's going to be no good. And Leonard with the defensive rebound. He gives it over to McCoy. He wanted to find a driving McLean. He does not give it to him, though. McCoy does it by himself, and then Burwell with the defensive rebound after the miss from McCoy. Owensboro quickly gives it over to number 4, puts it up, and it's going to miss that. And just like that, look, is that
Whistle
number?
and a foul. Foul on 25, yeah. Jamal McCoy.
I
think it's his third foul. Third team foul in the third period for the Firebirds. And we got some players coming in, some big three-point shooters like number 1, the guard of Kenny Collins. Number 20, the forward of Caleb Stewart. As right now the Thoroughbreds are at the line for free throws.
And Crawford makes his first one.
Kenny Collins and number 20, Caleb Stewart.
It's a 71-71 game. Crawford's at the line to potentially give the Thoroughbreds a 1-point lead here. He puts the second one up, makes the first one, and he makes the second one. And just like that, Owensboro takes a 1-point lead, 72-71. Firebirds bring it up the center of the court from Milligan. He brings it left-hand side. He gives it inside to Darius. Spin move, puts it up, and it's going to be no good. And a defensive rebound by Hayes. He gives it over to Turner. Steps inside. Gets it outside to Crawford for the three, and it's going to be no good, and touches the top of the rim, or top of the backboard, but a defensive rebound by Kenny Collins. That's his third today. Collins has it, brings on the right-hand side, gives it over to Darius Leonard. He won the three, sides against it, starts right one step to the right-hand side, back over to Leonard for the three, and no good. Xavier Turner with his first rebound of the day, brings the other side of the court for the Thoroughbreds, and Turner puts it up at the free throw line, and it's going to be good for the Owensboro. Makes it a 74-71 game. And Milligan decides to take it by himself, coast to coast. He puts it in, and it's going to be good. 8 points for Jonathan Milligan. 74-73, 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Xavier Turner has it on the left-hand side. He goes up against Milligan, starts right, cuts back in left. That looks like it's going to be his shot all day, and it is. Xavier Turner with another 2 points on his resume here in Kentucky. 76-73 is your score. 4:43 remaining in the third. Kenny Collins has it. Steps up, and he's going to be fouled. He was rewarded and gifted a foul off of number 10.
Robert Crawford, his second.
Correction, number 7. That's going to be his second foul. And looks like Kenny Collins missed or taken the ball away from Kenny Collins for the Firebirds, but he was rewarded with the foul. And number 23, Justin Vaughn, comes in the ball game for the Firebirds, as well as Jorge Concepcion. 73-73, 3-point game. Jorge puts it up at the 2. And looks like he takes the role from Turner's playbook, and he at the same exact position on the court, he makes a 2. Turner brings up the right-hand side, goes up against Shaq Dance, uses his hand to push Shaq out of the way. But number 4, and Corey Wilford puts it up. He goes up against Shaq Dance and makes it count. 78-75 is your score. 4:11 here in the third quarter. Shaq Dance goes up against the big man in Burwell. He puts it up, and it's going to be and one opportunity.
Basket Shaq Dance.
No, they're not going to give him the... Oh, basket was good. They are going to give him the basket.
Okay.
So Shaq Dance rewarded with another 2 points of his own.
His first team's fourth.
First foul for Sean Burrell Jr.
So the basket will count. Basket and 1. There's a foul.
24 points for Shaq Dance, number 24.
And a 3-point play for Shaq.
Make it 25 points now. 78-77, 1-point lead by Owensboro Thoroughbreds here
We're
in
tied,
Kentucky.
brother. We're tied.
Oh, they didn't give it to him. There you go. Just kidding. 78-78, 3:59. Thoroughbreds get it inside, go up against Caleb Stewart. And good defense, and they're going to call and one opportunity. Chris Scott makes his first basket count for a 3-point opportunity.
Stewart is first and the team's fourth. Chris Scott at the line to shoot 1.
They recall a foul on Caleb Stewart. That's his first. And Chris Scott is at the free throw line. To put him up by 3. He does. Makes it 3 points for him. And the Firebirds want to move the ball up the right-hand side of the court rather quickly. Shaq Dance on the left-hand side from Jorge. Spin move, and it's going to be blocked. It's going to be a jump ball. And so they're going to jump ball. That's going to be Shaq Dance, as well as number 10 in Sean Burrell Jr. Coming into the ball game is, can't see his jersey from here. Sorry, I think that's number 11. Yeah, that is for the first time. Basil Devoe in for Turner for the Thoroughbreds. 81-78 is your score. Jump ball here. Puts it up, and it's controlled by the Thoroughbreds. And then Shaq Dance puts his hands in, and he's going to be called for the foul.
That was on Shaq Dance, his second, and the team.
Somebody just messaged me, Trey Side, Mindy Hubbock said, it's Trey! It's Trey Side, Mindy Hubbock. Do you remember
yeah.
Mindy?
Went to high school. Yeah,
listening
that's right.
in Florida right now. She says, getting ready for the Super Bowl and cool listening to Wesley and Trey, my high school alumni,
right.
listening to the broadcast. Thank you, Mindy.
81-78. I heard from her in a long time.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well, my friend. 81-78, 3:41 remaining here in the third quarter. And Chris Scott's at the free throw line. He makes the first one count. That's 4 points for him. 82-78 is your score. 82-78, 3:41 remaining in the third quarter. He puts the second one up, and he is perfect from the line.
We've seen this happen time and time, Trey. I mean, literally, Firebirds have led 3 times today, but they literally turn in and give it right back to the Thoroughbreds. Got to find a way to work on those free throws. Here we go. Oh, that's it. We needed that. Big 3, Kenny Collins.
That's the second 3 of the afternoon for Kenny Collins. 84-81. 3:21 remaining in the third quarter. Number 4, Wilford has it. He goes up against Jorge Concepcion, and he's going to be called for the foul.
Concepcion on the foul, number 10. 6'1", 182 guard. And foul is going to go on number 20, Justin Vaughn, okay. It's not Concepcion, it's Justin Vaughn, Jorge Vaughn. And they're going to send now Corey Wolford to the line, Trey, and he'll shoot 2.
So it looks like Vaughn's first foul of this afternoon. 84-81 is your score. Only a 3-point game. And number 4 in Corey Wolford will be at the free throw line.
2-shot foul.
He puts the first one up, and he makes that one.
Nails it.
Very disciplined team at the free throw line for this Thoroughbreds basketball team.
3:15 remaining in the third period. Second half action underway here on CRN.
Puts the second one up, and that one's good. That's 9 points for Corey Wilford. Jorge Concepcion has the basketball on the left-hand side. 85-81 now, 3:12 remaining in the third. Jorge goes up, gets past 2 defenders, puts it up banks it in right in front of the 3-point line.
How about that? We need those things. 85-83, now a 2-point lead for the Thoroughbreds. Under 3 minutes of the third period remain.
Wilford gets loose, and it's a defensive rebound by Shaq Dance. Moves it up the left-hand side. He goes up, gets it outside to McCoy, and there is Jorge, gets it inside to Shaq Dance, and it's good.
Good work. Good teamwork there, the way they were passing that ball in different locations, Trey Snyder. Good job, Firebirds.
Absolutely. Makes it a tied ball game, 85-85. They bring it over to the right-hand side. Debo puts it up, and it's going to be a
whistle
foul.
and foul.
It's going to be on number 24 again, Shaq Dance.
Third foul on Shaq Dance.
Got to be careful.
That's the 17th foul in the third period on the Firebirds. This is the most fouls in the third period for the Firebirds in the game so far, Trey.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. And Basil Devo, number 11, is at the free throw line, looking to get his first points of this afternoon. He puts the first one up and off the side of the rim. So the 85-85 game.
Robert Crawford and Xavier Turner.
Robert Crawford, Xavier Turner in for the Owensboro Thoroughbreds. Turner is a guard. Crawford is a forward in for Owensboro. And DeVoe still at the line for his second free throw shot, Trey.
He missed the first one, puts the second one up, and that one's good. I think we jinxed him about saying they haven't missed a shot.
Well, we were tied all at 85, and now it's 86-85, a 1-point lead for the Owensboro Thoroughbreds.
Vaughn takes it on the left-hand side, gives it over to Kenny Collins. He gives it to Shaq, puts it up, and it's good.
Back to the lead. Shaq Dance putting it in. Good layups and twos counting for the Firebirds this afternoon.
2-minute warning here in the third quarter. The Raleigh Firebirds take a 1-point lead, 87-86. And they get it inside over to DeBow. Puts it up, and it's going to be no good. Shaq Dance with another defensive rebound. He goes up against Bo Wright, gets it outside, puts it up, and he stepped on the line. That's a turnover for the Raleigh Firebirds. Still a 1-point lead by the Firebirds, 87-86 here in third. Only 1:52 remaining.
Jorge Justin Vaughn just stepped over the line, went out of bounds when he went for that 3-point shot attempt at the baseline of the court. And turns it over, gives it back to the Thoroughbreds. A 1-point lead now Raleigh has here in Kentucky. They got to snap that string and hold on to that momentum, Trey Snyder. They've come oh so close.
And just kind of give you a reference, 29 points for Shaq Dance right now in the third quarter. 1:42 remaining, 1 point lead by the Firebirds. Turner continues to move his feet. He gets the basketball. Good move and good find from Chris Scott.